Alright, so the following videos, I've put these off for quite some time. I'm not entirely sure why, but yeah. I'll finally be reviewing the Spider-Man 3 Minimates. The ones that I have, or the ones that I really cared to pick up, were Spider-Man, the New Goblin, Transformation Spider-Man, and Venom. I'm going to start off with Transformation Spider-Man and Venom. Here's the packaging. Got two cool shots of the characters with a, I guess, kind of like a building behind them. It continues up here, kind of just blue. Obviously, this is the older style packaging before they got the window boxes here. A shot of Transformation Spider-Man there. A shot of Venom there. And then on the back, they've got the other figures in the wave, which is a battle-damaged Spider-Man, the Sandman, which does look pretty cool, Transformation Spider-Man, Gwen Stacy, the variant, Mary Jane, and then up here, they have, I want to say, like, unmasked Black Suit Spider-Man, and Venom. I don't know why they have Venom upside down up there, but whatever. There's no bios, just the list of the characters. Alright, we're going to start this off with one of my least favorite figures of all time, Transformation Spider-Man. If you'll notice, I'm using a different hairpiece for him because I can't find the one that he actually came with. Because I never actually use this figure. I always swap parts out with him to create other figures. So I'm just using the one that's closest to the one that he was given, which is the John Connor from Terminator 2. Now, I'm not saying this figure is bad. I'm just saying, on a play-wise aspect, this figure is in no way, no kid or adult is gonna play with this figure, just based on how it looks. First off, he's got his eyes closed and he's got this ridiculous face. However, not as bad as this one. Nothing will ever beat that face. But yeah, I like the design. Aesthetically, this figure is really awesome. Play-wise, not so much. So they gave him this chest piece, which kind of shows the symbiote bonding. Actually, not bonding. This is supposed to recreate the scene in the church when he is taking it off. So for posability, it's really cool. I usually like to have him gripping onto the the pieces that are kind of coming off. I usually have him trying to look like he's grabbing this one, and then he can usually actually hold that one, so it looks like he's pulling it apart, which is pretty cool. Again, like I said, the design of this figure is really awesome. He's got some more detail on the back. I really like how you could see, his chest underneath. How you could see it bonding, ripping apart. It's really cool. Now they've got some sections of the black suit still on him, like his arm. Again, this is the movie version, so it's not just a regular black suit, which is obviously stupid because I hated that movie and I hated the black suit. And then he's got his legs, which is also part of the black suit. So he's got standard Minimate articulation. Pretty much final thoughts is that, while not an awful figure, certainly not the worst I've reviewed. The worst I reviewed was that one, Wolverine from way back when. This is probably my second least favorite, aside from that Wolverine. And it's just based on the fact that, play-wise, he'd be no good for, little kids or whatever. But design-wise and display-wise, he's a really awesome figure. I usually like to have him in some pose where he looks like he's really fighting with the symbiote, which is really cool. I mean, he looks awesome doing this. Alright, and now we have the movie version of Venom. I guess Venom in name only, because that movie's version of Venom sucked. But that's a topic for another day. Probably the best thing about this figure is the face. It is really awesome. He's got the web lines on there. Since it's the movie version, he's got these cool eyes. He's got, big open mouth, nice teeth, yellow teeth, or fangs, I guess you could say. It's a really awesome designed head. Now, one thing that I actually wish that this figure came with was an alternate Eddie Brock head, because in the movie, Venom didn't really use his actual face that much, or at least his Venom face. He usually opened up his mask to show Eddie Brock. So, just to be accurate to the movie, I would have liked to have had an Eddie Brock face, but it's not that big of a deal. One thing I don't like about this figure is the fact that he is wearing a chest piece. Usually chest pieces are reserved for characters that have, who actually need it. Yes, Venom is a big character. He's big and supposed to be intimidating. But in the movie, he wasn't that big. He was supposed to be kind of like the same as Peter. He was supposed to be kind of skinny. So they didn't really do that with the figure. They kind of bulked him up, which I'm not too big a fan of. I mean, obviously he looks good, but again, movie-wise, not very accurate. Just like Transformation Spider-Man, he's got the arms here. He's got claws. But the cool thing is that you can see the pattern of the web stripes aren't exactly like straight. They're in no real pattern. They're kind of all over the place, which is cool because he's Venom. He's not as controlled as Spider-Man, which is really cool. Same down here with the legs. Got the same kind of pattern thing going on. So he's got this thing down here, which appears to bulk him up even more. A lot of other figures have this. It looks good with the bulky Venom, but it doesn't really belong because, again, he should have been a little bit skinnier. He's kind of got a purpley blue tint to him. From far away, he is pretty black looking, but from closer up, he is a little more light blue to purple, which a lot of the figures that I saw actually have the same problem, that he's a little more purple than he should be. Articulation-wise, he's pretty much just got the same articulation that any Marvel Minimate has. His shoulder, or his chest piece, does not hinder his arm movement, which is always a good thing. Yeah, not really much else to talk about with this figure. So here is the Spider-Man 3 Venom, and here is the Wave 24 Venom. As you can clearly tell, Wave 24 Venom is so much better. If you were to get one Venom between the two of these, it would definitely have to be Wave 24. And just for good measure, here's the Thunderbolt Venom, which again looks better than the Spider-Man 3 Venom. So yeah, the two on the right side are definitely better Venoms than the Spider-Man 3 Venom. Alright, so that's it for Transformation Spider-Man and Venom. Tune in next time when I talk about Spider-Man and the New Goblin.